When you invest in stocks, you usually don't think too much about where the companies are based. But when you invest in property, it's one of the most important factors. We've all heard that cliche, location, location, location. But in real estate, it's actually really spot on. Location matters, and sometimes where you live isn't the best place to invest. So it's awesome that nowadays, investing from afar is more manageable than it has ever been. In this video, we're going to look at 5 steps that you should take to begin investing in real estate long distance. First, a quick background. When my wife and I started our real estate investing company in Jacksonville, Florida, we worked with investors from all over the world to help them invest in our local market. Then, several years later, we began to invest ourselves in a couple out-of-state long-distance markets. So we've experienced both sides of that coin. So if you're thinking about investing in properties long distance, I have 5 steps for you to follow. Step 1 is to smash that like button and subscribe. I'm joking, but seriously, please do it. The first step is to determine your purpose, and this will help you decide if you should even be considering long-distance investing at all. You can also watch my video that's about the 4 scenarios where you should invest in long-distance real estate. I'll link to it in the description below. Determining your purpose and your goals in investing in real estate is important because it will also help you find the correct real estate market for you to invest in. Some markets are much better for cash flow and other markets are much better for appreciation. Some markets have much more inventory of single family homes and some are going to have lots of townhouses and row homes. Step number 1 is critical in deciding whether you should stay local or look long distance. And if it's look long distance, which markets should you be looking at? Which takes us to Step 2, find your markets. Like I said, if you're investing long distance because your local market doesn't meet your needs, then you've got to make sure that whatever markets you're considering do. It shouldn't be because some people you met the other day invested there, or you've read about it in some top 10 lists. It should be because the city actually has the inventory that you're looking for. And it has the underlying fundamentals that you're seeking. And it has properties that actually fit your numbers. One other thing that I would consider when looking at different markets is if you have a trustworthy connection who lives in that area. They don't need to have any real estate knowledge or experience. It's just great to have somebody that you can count on when stuff hits the fan inevitably, or just as a sounding board to make sure that all the online research you're doing, information you're getting from people on the ground, matches up fairly well with the perspective of a local that you trust. This isn't a make or break factor for me, but it's really helpful for your comfort and peace of mind and to increase your chances of success in a very risky endeavor. And again, you can watch my video on how to find the best market linked down below. Step 3 is to thoroughly research your markets. Now obviously this goes hand in hand with step 2. As you're whittling down your options, you're going to be researching all of these markets to some degree. But step 2 was more about the larger market fundamentals and macro trends, while step 3 is really getting into the finer details, the neighborhoods, and especially the specific property listings that you might be interested in. This is when you can begin to use market analysis tools and software to help you with your research, and you can also reach out to wholesalers and investor-friendly realtors to get a look at actual inventory that's available. Which brings me to Step 4, building your team. As you're connecting with local professionals to be your team of boots on the ground, you might be connecting with realtors, wholesalers, turnkey providers, lenders, appraisers. These are all people who may be important at some point in your investing journey. But what you absolutely, definitely must have, in my opinion, is a good property manager, a good inspector, and a great team of contractors who can handle the repairs that are inevitably going to come up. Now, if you have a good property manager, they should be able to connect you with the inspector and contractors, so you don't have to worry about finding them all individually, but those are critical pieces to your team. And lastly, I want to mention you should consider finding a local partner. Now, this can be risky and it also might not suit your strategy and your goals. But if you can find a great local partner, this would be the surest and safest way of building a strong local team. A great partner is somebody who's knowledgeable and local and is part of the deal with you, so they have skin in the game and they're invested in a positive outcome. And the last step, number 5, is to visit. Get to know the areas, walk the neighborhoods, meet in person with your team. Go to networking events, get to know local investors and what they're seeing and doing. Get to know locals, because these might be your future tenants or buyers, and find out what they're thinking. See some actual properties, meet those neighbors, do all the things you would normally do in your own local market, and plan to go back several times a year. Long distance investing is risky, but it's manageable. Good luck, you've got this. So if you enjoyed that video, please take a second to like and comment down below, and also consider subscribing and smashing that notification bell so that you'll see me next time.